Alright. Well, I don't think that's happening. Le boop. Alright. Alright, we're streaming. We're not recording this one. Hey there guys, I'm Ty3 here. Welcome back. Uh you know what, I'm gonna leave it alone. Best to leave it alone. Trying to set up some of my emulation stuff. So, EmuDeck, Steam Raw Manager. I definitely want to do an LTA about EmuDeck. I've been a big fan of EmuDeck. You know, like the software itself, the collaboration that the creator of EmuDeck has done with other pieces of software, such as Steam Raw Manager and like emulators, like I believe like Ujix, the PCSX2, I'm thinking wrong. Duck Station for PS1. Like, really, if EmuDeck wasn't a thing, well, I mean, if the Steam Deck wasn't a thing, which I happen to have mine over here, haha. I hope to get it fixed, which yeah, it's very sad. I kind of killed my Steam Deck, kind of sad about it. Uh, I found a custom BIOS so I could mess with voltage and clock speed, and if anything, I was undervolting, and it just doesn't turn on anymore. So that's fun. But yeah, uh, just trying to see if I can get everything to parse correctly. Took a couple of minutes, but I don't think it's gonna really do anything. I already got 2 emulators set up for the most part. Um, but these are all different emulators that you can just click, add games, just put stuff in the right folders. That's all. So, EmuDeck, big fan of. Uh, though I've had difficulties, and when I address those difficulties and show like, here's video evidence of what I'm talking about, the guy messaged me and he's like, no, that's not true. I'm like, here's the video. Here's like a 3-hour video of me trying to troubleshoot everything. Going by like your steps. And I put on like my personal YouTube and I sent it to him. And I was like, here you go. And he's just kind of like, oh, here, let's do this thing. I forget what software he wanted me to use. It could have been Parsec or whatever. But he's like, here, let me remote into your PC to try to figure some stuff out. And I'm like, absolutely not. So that's also a very weird thing. I'm not sure if I really want to put that into an LTA though, because that's just my anecdotal thing. Um, I don't know. I'm not doing any investigative journalism, so not sure if I want to make any claims that he's out here scamming people. He's hacking. He's hacking me, guys. He stole all my nudes. Um, a message to all right. I don't think it's gonna be. It's taking too long. So actually, real quick, we can actually just kind of go through EmuDeck itself. So these are all the different emulators, and this is actually a very nice UI. Originally, it was a lot more. And I'm saying like very early days when I first got my Steam Deck, and I was like, okay, so EmuDeck and Steam ROM Manager, which are still 2 different things, but like you had to download EmuDeck, you do all this stuff, and then Steam ROM Manager, you had to download separately and set that up too. Which most of the time the configurations were already set, but it was still kind of crazy. But now you can just kind of go, oh, I would like, I don't know, Yuzu, which Yuzu, there's not like you can't, download anything anymore. But like Ryujinx, you can reset your configuration, reinstall update, blah 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 blah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Just that's just a directory issue. I just need to basically point where everything is, and I don't feel like dealing with any of that. Oh yeah, the different screen resolutions. So y- for the most part, you can go in here and just go, hey, put everything to whatever resolution, and then the configurations will just kind of update. Now, some emulators just doesn't. You have to still go into them manually. Ryujinx is a big one, at least for me. Retro treatments, this is actually really cool. This is like so you can go retrotreatments.org, and then you can just, get different achievements for different games. This is a really cool project. I've messed with it a little bit. I think I know I made an account. I don't think I really did much of anything, but this is like if this is something that you're interested in, like just achievements in general, I would say definitely do it because it can keep track of stuff and it's really cool. Bioshock gaming mode. Oh, what? Who's the Windows desktop like any PC? I don't know what this is. This seems different. Cloud saves. This is one of my biggest things. This is why I pay for their Patreon. Um, Basically having access to my own cloud saves and using my. Okay, admittedly, Google Drive isn't the most reliable and speedy online cloud backup source, but if you pay for some tier, you know, like I spend, I think it's like $2 a month to get like 100 gigs. You can get like $10 a month for like the 1 terabyte version. Um, but the Google itself will also increase um your access speeds to to and from the drive because their the access to their servers is actually pretty freaking fast. But they have to limit it in some way or capacity because if everyone could just access it at like multiples of gigabits, then no one could. So but just pay for some tier of Google and you'll be fine. But yeah, I can play something on my desktop here. If I get it set up on my Steam Deck, or if I ever fix my Steam Deck there, or anything that you basically set this up on with Deck. So like I have an awesome sleeper PC out in my living room, and I have and everything I play on here will basically be cloud backed up and then shot over there, and I love it. All right, enough gawking at this. I want some stem. And of course, like you can get Decky plugins to work on Windows for the most part. There's a lot of things that don't work correctly, a lot of things that do work and then they stop working and then they start working again. If you just do everything on basically just on Steam Deck on and Steam OS, is 100% compatible. Though SteamOS doesn't like having multiple monitors, at least on the desktop version. Well, actually, I shouldn't say that. In game mode, it only wants to do one single monitor, which doesn't work for me because I want to have like this kind of UI, but still be able to like stream, um, check on like, hey, is the YouTube doing okay? Hey, how's everything on Discord hunky dory, whatever. If my fourth screen, um, but it's just a limitation of SteamOS. They could totally adjust that and have it be better for a general release, especially for PC. Would that ever happen? I don't know. They promised it would, but all right. All right. So you have your two collections. So I have my GameCube and PS2 collection, and then all your non-Steam. And a lot of the artwork is not correct. Like this one is Bow for the for the Bikini Bottom, not correct artwork. But that's kind of whatever. And you can customize all this. I have a lot of work to do, and it takes forever. So we'll just take our time. What I really want to play is this. I want to do some of this. Naruto Ultimate Ninja 6. So this is a 100% fan created. Um, okay, it's a ROM hack essentially, but it's an ISO. It's not a ROM, whatever. It's a ROM hack of Naruto Ultimate Ninja 5, which only came out. Okay, hold on. Emulator doing emulator things. To be fair, I just started setting everything up, so I did not do what I was supposed to do with a lot of this. We're gonna move this over here. Ba, 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 ba. But yeah, Naruto Ultimate Ninja 5 only came out in Japan and Europe, never came to the States. Ultimate Ninja 4 did. Ultimate Ninja 4 to Ultimate Ninja 5, half a game, really. It's basically the exact same game. With like a few new characters. Um it's honestly kind of like the difference between Ultimate Ninja 1 to Ultimate Ninja 2, but way less. Because like Ultimate Ninja 2 felt like the first real game of the series. Because the first one was just kind of like, we'll make something. It's an Naruto fighting game. Why not? And then fans like me loved it and they're like, hey, let's make a sequel. The sequel is actually so much better. Oh my there we go. I can move this back here now. Ba, 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 ba. Graphics API. I like Vulkan. I have a AMD GPU. Okay. Give me a second. This is right. I'm just kind of going never apply widescreen patches. They never work. They're always broken. Deinterlacing, render, 4K, nice. So yeah, see, like AMD actually did ahead of time. I actually worked on this one. It's like, oh, okay, cool. Texture filtering, we're not gonna worry about the trailer. We can do that, definitely. Texture replacement. Probably don't need to do anything else. I don't know. I really need to have like a spreadsheet of like what, or like some kind of text document, something with all the different settings. So game directory. Boop, boop, boop. And this is the typical setup directory that Emulate will set up to whatever drive. And so now, da 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 da, just see it shrink as we have 180 titles, which is pretty darn cool. Holy crap, it's still going. Okay, so now we should be able just to close that. And of course, blah, 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 blah. Oh, I almost forgot a step, actually. Hold on, hold on. Actually, no, because it's going to do it as when I start up the game. Yes, right here. It's like watching in the background. It should be... Okay, see, yep, downloading. Sweet. I might have to set up controls. It should be fine. Yeah. It looks good. Audio should be okay. This mod is based in, I believe... Oh, God. Wow. Frames got a little crazy there. There we go. But this is like based like in Brazil or something. The language is Portuguese. But it's like a small group. And there's a very a very loyal following of their mods. So this is 3.0. This actually came out just after Christmas, I believe, or just before. Man, it made my day when this dropped. This was like, I had a little bit of a shitty week, and I was just like, ugh. Now they might have an English version out now, but here's all the characters. So we'll just start here, and we'll make our way to the right. We'll loop back around. So our first new character that was in Ultimate Ninja 5 is Toby. A lot of the new characters don't have any secret techniques. They only have like their standard jutsus or standard specials. Kakuzu, pain. So Kabuto possession form, I think it's supposed to be when he's, when he's starting to integrate into Sage mode, sort of. Sugetsu, Jugo, Hinata, Byakugan, so they try to add some characters back in from older games, which is really cool. Kakashi Anbu, classic. It keeps on like freezing up on my end. Why don't I just turn this off? Okay, shit, turn it off. Say less. Damn. It's that same weird frame rate issue. Or no, it's just the bit rate is just super low. Why is my bit rate so ridiculously low? Okay, it bumped up again. Nope, just drops. I can't get over like a megabit. Cherokee, I think you mean by yourself? Yeah, there you go. There you go. I'm thinking about starting over the stream. You know what? Okay. It's just not happy with me, and they want this stupid verification thing is so fucking annoying, and I don't want this to be shown. Like, I'm so annoyed, and it goes right back. It's whatever. Nope, bitrate's still bad. All right, just bear with me. We're gonna restart this stream.